Assalamualaikum. Good evening, teacher. Today we would like to present about the Chimney Sweeper Songs of Experience. My name is Darini Jire, number 7.
My name is Benjasit Samyabako, number 20.
My name is Yasmin Mokshari, 8.
Okay, for the first number, who is the speaker? William Bragg is a speaker of the Chimney Sweeper. Williams, William Bragg began writing at an early age and claimed to have had his first vision of a tree full of angels at age 10. He studied engraving and grew to love poetic art, which he incorporated into his own unique ways. William Bragg was born on November 57, oh no, sorry, 1757 in the Soho district of London, England. In August 1782, Bragg married Catherine Sophia Butcher, was illiterate is who can't write and read. He died on August 12, 1827. And he is an introvert person or isolated person.
Yeah, and next, to whom is he speaking in the poem? The young chimney sweeper. And what kind of person is he? He is a grateful boy to his parents. And what is the occasion? The writer wrote chimney sweeper songs of experience for reflecting the point of the 18th century society. Yeah, and for the setting in time of this poem in winter season. And for the setting in place of this poem, there are three places including is among the snow and the shirt and the heat. Heat is Bob glass. And the central purpose of poem, the writer wrote the poem the Chimney Sweeper Song of Experience for reflecting about the point of view of the 18th century society which undervalued children saw them as possession and disrespected them. And because of anti-radical of the late 18th century and the church and king movement against everyone was campaigning for changes of laws. God at that time didn't have laws protecting children from dangerous work. Yeah, and the theme of Chimney Sweeper is the of life and society from the perspective of a child.
Okay, next is the tone of the poem. The clothes mean the clothes of death. This has a very serious tone, fitting with the darkness and sadness of the subject, and the subject is the chimney sweeper. Its meter is steady and predictable, reflecting the solemn tone, contrasting this with line 9. When the speaker talks about his natural state of youthful joy and happiness. In the line 9 is, and because I am happy and dance and sing. This line is mostly anaphylaxis, except for its final foot, and has a light, almost dance-like quality. This helps the poem draw out the distinction between these two contrary states, youth and freedom. On the one hand, organized religion, exploitation, and restriction on the other. Next, the poem, structure, development, summarize. The poem has been divided into three stanzas, having 4 lines each. The rhyme scheme is AABB. As a part of Songs of Experience, the poem discusses dark themes of life. Here in the poem, The poet tells the readers about a shy who is chimney sweeper and happened to meet and talk to him. The poet asks the young boy about his parents, and the young boy tells the poet his sorrowful story. Okay, next is the paraphrase of the poem.
Paraphrase the poem for the first stanza is the poet says that one day he happens to see a little black thing among snow. The boy is described as little, black and a thing, black and a thing. Little because he chooses little because he is young, and black either because he is covered with soot. And third, he is called thing because in those days humans worked like animals and condition of children was more pitiful. Finally, the poet says that he the young boy was in the snow, meaning that it was chilling cold. To make the comparison tense, a young boy who was dirty with soot was working in the chimney in the chilling cold. Another thing worth noticing here is there is the juxtaposition of black and snow. Black symbolize doom and death, while snow or winter symbolizes solitude, solitude. And the child is crying weep weep in the nose of war. Weep weep it is either used for poetic effect or it means that he was weeping or that he was trying to say sweep sweep. But because of chilling cold and grief, he yelled out these words. Nose of war means his words express his deep grief. And the poet goes to him and asks, where are thy father and mother? And encourages him to answer by adding say, the young chimney sweeper replies that they are both gone up to the church to pray. So going to church and praying is something like everybody appreciated. But here in the poem, the child does not appreciate their praying and more angry, more angry over them.
And in the second stanza, the child continued saying that his parents saw him being in the heat and also smiling in the winter snow and didn't like that. So they put on him first aid and forced him to sing the of they mean his parents. First of days refer to torn and dirty clothes, and nose of means sweep weep or sweep sweep, which he described as first stanza. In other words, his parents forced him to work in the chimney.
The next is the paraphrase the poem last stanza in stanza 3. The child continues his story. He tells the poet that now he is working. He posed to be happy, dance, and sing in front of his parents to avoid express his misery. His parents think that they haven't done anything wrong to him, and rather, for them it was a good step for the young child. Ironically, they are wrong and have done a lot of harm to him, like made his life black and white, and make him sing notes of and so on. The shy further says that his parents have gone to praise God and his priest and king. God, priest, and king. Here is the symbolize the government, religious leaders, and the upper class people. It must be noted that during the time of plague, there was taxation for the government, religious donations for priests, and loan paid by poor to rich people. Nobody cares for poor children. This is why the shy sorrowfully says that the church has made up a heaven of their misery. Heaven of poor's misery here means that the lower class people were subject to suppression, taxation, and forced labor. The upper class, which include priests, rich people, and royal family, enjoy their lives. Okay. Next is the diction of poem.
The diction of poem of the poem. In this poem, the writer used many words in terms of denotation and connotation to describe the second meaning beneath the surface one. Although the surface story may have its own interest, the others major interested in the ulterior meaning. A little black thing, a little bit, a little refers to young. Black refers to dirty clothes, and thing refers to the boy. Clothes of death. Actually, this refers to the suit, which was the only covering for working sweep. It's associated with death because of the sicknesses to which his work gives rise. And for the imagery of the poem, there are three types: sight, sound, and touch. Touch and feeling. Sight, uh, a little black thing among the snow, and smile among the winter snow. They are both gone up to the church to pray, and are gone to praise God and his priest and king. Sound, crying, weep, weep, and the last one is touch and feeling. In the nose of war, because I was happy upon the heath, they clothed me in the clothes of death and taught taught me to sing the notes of war. And because I am happy and dance and sing, they think they have done me no injury. And next, figures of speech in poem. Metaphor appears in this poem for the second stanza. Happy upon the heath to a life of misery. Clothes of the dead, he is gone from winter snow to nose of war. And metonymy for line 4, gone up to the church to pray. When he was asked where his parents are, the child responded that they have gone up to the church to pray, suggesting that the church the church a metonym for organized religion and has actually led them astray.
And the example of paradox in this poem, paradox appears in poem in line 12, heaven of our mystery. Here the paradox is that a heaven traditionally thought of us thought, thought of as a realm of bliss and joy can be built out of mystery. And irony appears in poem like 10. They think they have done me no injury. Here, the irony is that his parents believe that they have done no harm to him.
Okay, next, point out significant example of sound repetition. The first repetition is located in stanza 1, line 2, show the sound of repetition. Sound repetition. Crying, weep, weep in notes of woe. The first one is weep and weep. Okay, and next repetition is located in located in stanza 1, line 2, and stanza 2, line 4. Crying weep weep in notes of woe and taught me to sing notes of woe. They seem like notes of woe, the two time of okay. And there are some synonyms appear in this poem. Woo and misery. The meaning of those words, it's a synonym. Yes, word misery. And the last one is the consonants in line 3 and 7. The sound the, where the father and mother say, they clothe me in the clothes of death. Yes. Okay, next, describe the meter of the poem. The chimney sweeper have meter of this poem is predominant iambic meter and anapestic. Okay, please enjoy. I lit the black thing among the snow, crying weep weep in notes of woe. Where the father and mother say, they are both gone up to the church to pray, because I was happy upon the heath, and smile among the winter snow. They clothed me in the clothes of death, and taught me to sing the notes of woe. And because I am happy and dance and sing, they think they have done me no injury, and are gone to praise God and his priest and king, made up a heaven of our misery. Okay, next.
For the adaptation of sound, the poem has a sing-song feel to like unnecessary rhyme, but the actually meaning is so deep that is used dramatic irony, using edification to make the children feel like enchanted, but actually the meaning is so ironic. And describe the term or pattern of poem. The poem contains three stanzas with 4 lines each. Rhyme scheme per each stanza. A B A B A B A B and A B A B. Okay, rhyme scheme per each stanza. For the first stanza is A B. For the first line and second line is snow and wool. That is A. And third line and fourth line is snow, are say and pray. That is B. For the second stanza is heath. A on the first line and third line is A, like heath heath and death. And for the second line and fourth line are B, like snow and wool. For the last stanza is A B. In the first line and third line are A, like sing and king. And for the second line and fourth line is B, that is injury and misery.
Next, alliteration. First stanza. Crying beep beep is a real sound in terms of book. And second stanza is because I was happy of H sound. Alliteration in smile and snow. S sound. And third stanza is they think they have an injury. Is TH sound and are gone to praise God and praise and King is G sound in on and God.
And for the last one is criticize and evaluate the poem. Think for this poem, The Chimney Sweeper, Songs of Experience. It is an interesting poem that is nursery rhyme, but the meaning is so ironic. This poem shows us about reflecting of view of late 18th century society, which undervalued children, saw them as possessions, and about the government at that moment. Moreover, poet William Blake uses many figurative language that can make the poem be more colorful. And we can imagine because he uses imagery in terms of sight, sound, and feeling. Okay, that's all about our presentation about the Chimney Sweeper Song of Experience. Okay, we think
That is,
yeah.
that's
Please
it for us.
yes, please enjoy with our presentation. Bye bye.
อัสสลามุอะลัยกุมค่ะอาจารย์สวัสดีค่ะ